Hello, viewers. Hi, Jackie, Linda. Got a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Mark.
Hey Dave, how you doing today?
Did I catch you napping?
Just trying to clear my screen of all the little
I got to
link.
adjust my camera a little bit too. Okay. Yeah, a little better. Well, looks like we got several folks on with us, and I'm
Yeah,
glad to see everyone. We're in for a special edition of a weather update. A lot of things have transpired that feel like we probably need to give everybody some heads up on. First of all, I don't think we're looking at any kind of severe weather as far as we go at the moment, right?
right. Nothing up our way, especially in Kentucky. The very southern counties in Tennessee could see something as the evening goes on, but they're just in the lower probabilities of it.
Okay.
So mostly south of the Tennessee border is what we're looking at.
Yeah, let's look at the. I tell you what, let's look at the Storms Prediction Center. Let me get get it set up here a little bit. Um, well, okay, here we go. So, as it stands now, this is where the area that we're looking at is the worst, which is the moderate area down here in Louisiana and Mississippi, going into the edge of Alabama. Uh, it's a little unusual to see that this time of year, anyway, but it's not necessarily unusual to see it there. But any further north, and yeah, that would be highly unusual.
Yes, it
and
would.
and it does look like that there's a enhanced or a larger risk for uh, anyway for tornadoes, which is not.
Yeah, if you go to the tornado part of that graphic,
Hold on, here we go.
there it is.
Yeah,
That brighter area, the reddish area you're seeing or pinkish area in the center is a 15%, and it's a hatched area, which means it's a likelihood or a higher likelihood of stronger tornadoes, EF2 or higher.
and that's I want to say it's a 40% chance or something like that. I forgot what the formula was, but then as far as hail, it looks pretty bad too. I mean,
That's the wind.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I can't quite see my thing
Yeah,
here.
hail is 15%. The wind is 45% right there in the center, and it is also a hatched area, which means that there's a likelihood that severe wind gusts could be 65 knots or
Oh,
greater.
and convert that for folks who don't know how to do the knots.
Okay. For those who weren't Boy Scouts, that's 75 miles an hour.
That is not a good thing.
It is
That's
not a good thing.
that is damaging. So anyway, the good thing is for us is that it doesn't look like that's going to cause us any problems for the time being. I don't see it shifting any further north. Do you, Mark?
I don't really see it shifting any further north. It is going to push off toward the east.
Yeah. In fact, let me go
And
up here.
Linda Morgan says there's no sound. Is everybody else hearing us?
All right. I'm watching for somebody to say they're hearing us besides Linda. Everybody hearing us?
Let's Summon Dinner says, I can hear you. Sound good. So it's
All right.
probably just on Linda's end then.
Yeah, Linda, it's there's a volume knob. No, I'm just joking, just joking. Okay, good. So anyway, as I said, this is tomorrow's outlook for any severe weather. Everything is diminished somewhat, so it's nothing for us to be concerned about. So
We're off to our east
that's
and
right.
southeast.
So let's go on back to our radar, and let me pull it up over here where I can control it. Here we go. As you look further down here, there is some of the worst of it. And this is where a tornado warning is, right here. It covers, let's see, this is part of, well, it's Louisiana. Louisiana and a little bit of Mississippi here.
Right. So those storms are just now starting to push into the area where the highest risk is.
Let's see, I think this is Vince Walletti down there. Don't see him being any problems right now. So, but anyway, you can see where
there's a lot of storm chasers who are down in that area. And mostly they're just all their chatter's been, well, we're looking for stuff, but we're not seeing much of anything. There is definitely rotation on the radar, but it's not really getting down to the ground that much yet. Although earlier there was a tornado, a PDS warning for a tornado that was a large tornado that was on the ground, and that was over in Louisiana.
Let's see if we've got a live camera right here, I think. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. You can see it's pretty windy there, but again, it doesn't appear to be anything too bad. It's pretty unusual striation in that, so you can see there's some turbulence there.
Yeah, the sky definitely looks like it could produce something later on.
Yeah, and that's 71 degrees there. Let's see, I think we've got another one here somewhere. I don't know.
Is that a warning or is it? Yeah, that's a warning.
Yeah, but I can't get in here.
To the camera.
Yeah, it's not going to let me, I don't think, because we got the warning going on. Yeah. But you can see that there is a lot of scattered convection down here. If you got folks that live down this way, tell them to be cautious. It's not anything to be overly concerned about, but we certainly don't want to take anything lightly. Let's see what we've got up here around Jackson, Mississippi. Hines County EMA. It's just...
yeah. Catherine Bridges said it keeps going out.
The audio keeps going out?
Yeah, but I don't know. It must be on them because everybody else seems to be hearing us just fine.
Yeah. Well, anyway, sorry for folks having problems. I'm not sure. Let's see. She's over on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But everybody else is saying it's good. So anyway, I appreciate that for letting me know. And I'm sorry you guys are having problems with you, but I think it's on y'all's end. So that's the main thing. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. There's so many chats coming through. I can't keep up with it all. Okay, let's see here.
My friend Dave says it sounds good. He's waiting on green beans and beef and rice. So we're already talking about food.
Boy, that sounds good too. You know what I had today? Turkey hash.
Ooh.
Oh man,
turkey hash.
Red potatoes chopped up and celery and sage and turkey and it'll make.
You know what I'm having tonight?
What?
Pizza.
Ooh, I've got one ready to be made when I get home, but probably not going to make it tonight. But anyway, okay, so who we got with us? Lori Wilburn, Angie Bug, 1026 says hello. April Lilly, hi April. And let's see, Connie Jarvis is on. Otis Wilson, hey Otis. Donna Blankenship. Hi, Donna. And Janice Davis is okay. What are we going to get? She wants to get right to the point, don't she?
Yeah, well, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
They've hyped this for a day or so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of coverage going on with some other channels that cover weather, but really, we're waiting to see what's going to happen because it's still a little bit early. The biggest push of this is probably not going to come until 6 p.m. and after.
Well, and 6 p.m. is when the National Weather Service says we're going to get our heaviest rain starting up. That'll be the start of it. And they're talking pretty heavy rain. We're looking at what, 1
up
to
2
3
inches of rain.
Okay,
1 to 3, I'd say total.
Yeah.
Just depends on how much of it we get training one behind the other. And our ground is already pretty well saturated because we've gotten a fair amount of rain in the past couple of weeks.
Yes, we have. Let's see here. Where did it leave off at? Hotel Mario says, hello, David and Mark. How much rain do you think we will get? And I think we just answered that. Mary Vorgas says, hey there, David and Mark. Hi, Mary. Shelley Workman's on with us. Hi, Shelley. Dave, we love you pieces, buddy. I'm glad you're on with us. And then let's summon dinner. I love that handle. I forgot who that was, but I do love the handle. I can't remember the name of the person that's on there, but I've seen them on here with us before, and I know they're one of our followers. Let's see here. Mike says loud and clear. And Tom Mathis says sound is good. Reba Pierce says loud and clear. Sherry Garner says she can hear us. Thomas Luckett, loud and clear. Ken Carey says sound is good. Heather Cooper, good afternoon, everyone. Hope each of you have a happy new year. And I hope you guys do too. I really do. Let's see here. Megan Jones says, hey, David, long time no see. I agree, Megan. Don't need to make it so long from now on. Let's see here. Carolyn Mansfield says, Carolyn Mansfield is watching. Sharon McGill, Facebook sound is good. Dave says, he's got food on his mind. I can tell you right now, that's all he's got in mind. And Latoya Robinson, hello from Bowling Green. Hi, Latoya. Glad you could join. There's my friend Nancy Tolliver. Hey, Nancy, it's good to see you, woman. I don't hardly hear from you anymore. I guess she just gotten too famous for me. Just won't them come on and talk to me anymore or anything. Oh, let's summon dinner is Jennifer. That's good. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah. Crystal Eden says, I'm late getting on here, so what are we looking at? We're
just looking at wet, and more wet.
In fact, there is a flash flood watch issue for us. I probably need to see if I can call up the graphics of the watches. If I remember how to do it. It's been so long. Let's see here. Outlooks and monitoring. Okay, this is an excessive rainfall outlook right here.
Yeah, we are definitely in our whole area for that, for the potential for heavy rainfall.
Absolutely. So, and the National Weather Service graphic that I saw said that it would be in here around 6 p.m. would be the start of it, and it looks like it will be a wet night. It's going to be a good night for sleeping.
Yeah.
Chelsea Reese says, good evening. We're sick. Eli has it the worst, but he's still in bed watching you. Hi, Eli. I'm glad to see you, buddy. Eli. I hope he enjoyed being on the air with us in our Christmas special, and we're going to actually replay that with a little bit more on the new year. But it is good to see everybody. Angie Bug 1026 says she's ready for snow. Well, you're going to get your wish here pretty soon. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Get back to let's see, radar, which is I think here. Did I get it? What did I miss?
No, you just need to take you're already on radar. You just need to take the
the outlook off. Okay.
The outlook off.
Okay, there we go. Now we're good. So anyway, we are going to have a snowy new year, and I will explain that here in just a minute. V. Hayes says, good afternoon from Hoptown. Thanks for all your updates. So appreciated. Jacob Gibson says, I'm ready to see us under a winter storm warning. Yeah, well, that may not be out of the question over the next 2 weeks. Katrina Pettit. What about the white? I never heard it called that. That's good. I am going to show you guys here in just a bit. So be patient. Amanda Canups is watching this heavy rain threat for Callaway County. Our creeks are still full, and my front yard is still flooded from the last system. Yeah, you need to be real. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
be careful and make sure you've got some place to get to if it starts to get up a little high.
Absolutely.
Low-lying areas, this is going to be a threat for low-lying areas, areas that commonly flood. The creeks and rivers may get a little bit out of their banks. It's not going to be that bad, but it may surprise some people when it gets over low spots in the road. So be
Right.
very careful
Right.
driving.
And Amanda, you're one of our spotters, so I have every faith in the world that you will take the proper precautions. April Lilly says, I'm dreaming of a snowy new year. Glenda Fuller says, hey, dear friend, it's been a while. Thank you both for all you do for us, and I really appreciate you being on with us, Glenda. Good to see you as well. Trish Horn says, hello, everyone. Okay, so now let's get to what people are wanting to know about. All right, we've addressed the weather for tonight
Right.
and
No
tomorrow.
severe for us, just
Right.
wet and a potential for some flooding.
Okay, so then, Mark, what happens once this is over with?
Well, we get dry for a couple of days, but there are systems that are coming, and there's cold air in the works. We start dropping off in temperature by early in the week, and then just continue to get cooler and cooler as time goes on.
Right. Well, I'm going to go down here and get ready to show them the winter type precip, the accumulated type precip. If I can get everything set up here just right, everybody be patient with me. And we're going to look at what the total precip accumulated. Remember, we talked about this not too long ago, just a few days ago.
Yes, we did.
I said this is something we're going to need to watch out for, and that this is something that we certainly will see if the models continue to show that. So I'm fixing to show you. Let me get up here where I can play this. I think I'm ready, so let me see if I can bring it all in here. Get my fingers where I don't hit the wrong button. Okay, so we're going to look at this model on total snowfall accumulation. This is current right now. And you see there's still some snow on the ground back up to these areas. But as we play this, I'm going to play this in motion so you can see just how quickly things are going to change. We don't have the whole set, do we yet?
If you're looking at the ECMWF, no, the latest one that's up there only goes out 144 hours.
All right, so now what I will tell you all, I wonder if I can go back and call up the last one. Let me pause this. You can see what's headed this way. This is a band of very heavy snow. Now, not going to get that much, but the last one I saw was showing it well down in here, and we're into some pretty heavy run. Let's see. Let's check the, what we need, the 6Z run, Mark?
You may get the 6Z run. If you're doing ECMWF, the 6Z is only going to give you 144 hours. That's the one you're probably looking at. They don't have the 12Z run up yet.
Okay. Well, what else do I need to look at in the
GFS also, they don't have, the 12Z run is up there, but it's not finished. It's only about 50% finished.
Okay. We could look
now,
at.
if you want to go back to the Tropical Tidbits GFS, you can go all the way through the
I'll do that.
384 hours.
Let's look at the ensembles. Well, it's not giving me all the different frames. Let's see what this one gives us here. Yeah, it's not giving me everything either. All right. Well, let's just go back over to the GFS. And you said the GFS is the one that shows it, Mark?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get the precip type up. Okay. Uno momento. Here we go.
And I will tell everybody while we're looking at this, it's too early to tell exactly how much snow we might get with any one of these systems because Some can cause them to overproduce. The ground condition can cause it to not stick as much. It just depends. It may be, we may say, oh, you're only getting about an inch, and we may end up getting 3. We may say 3 or 4, and we may end up getting half an inch. So just, snow is very hard to forecast as far as the exact amount you're going to get.
Okay, I've got the GFS up here on tidbits, and that should help us go through it.
Yeah.
It does look like everything is loaded here, so let's go on through it a little bit. If I can find the animation on it. It's up here. Never mind, I found it. Okay. This is
our current
overnight.
storm.
Yeah, overnight.
Yeah.
And you see the storms really don't get too heavy for us, so we get some heavy rain, but they could be a little on the strong side. I don't expect much out of them though. So we're going to move on forward in time and see if I can pick up on some of this snowfall. Now here's another system. This is on New Year's Eve, but now
it's just a quick push through.
Yeah, but I did see something where it even showed good grief, a little bit of snow behind that. Let's try this again.
It depends. That changes from model to model, or it changes from run to run, I should say. It sticks together with it in the model, but yeah, that one looks like it could have some more severe weather down for the Gulf Coast states.
Yeah, this is for the 29th.
You're on the HRRR.
Oh yeah, okay. Good grief. Let me go back to the GFS. That's what I wanted. All right, try this again. Gets through that. There's the 30th. And then look at this. This comes in pretty fast. It looks like it's a little far north than what I was showing earlier, but that still doesn't mean anything. That's not the big push we're wondering about.
No, that's just a quick dash.
Yep. Could get a little light snow on the backside, maybe some flakes in the air. There's another little system. Again, that looks like a little clipper.
That is a little clipper. So again, even though it doesn't show it right over us then, we could get a quick dash of snow as it comes through.
And we'll go on past that. Here is a bigger one coming. This is on the 5th. There's some storms out ahead. They could be on the strong or severe side.
Yeah.
And then it goes through. Well, looks like everything we had has disappeared, Mark.
Yeah, not quite. There's
a 10th
coming in. Yeah. And again, these clippers are there. They may show up a little bit. They may not. They'll be here and gone. They'll come in and drop a quick, dusting up to maybe a couple inches, depending on how much moisture they have to work with.
Well, if we had the runs, the models update ever so often. And so we're right in the middle of the update. So therefore, we can't show the full model run, which does indicate there's snow in our area on the evening of the 6th into the 7th, right?
Right.
And,
Kayla, there's nothing to be concerned about with what's going on right now. We're not expecting any severe weather. We are expecting rain, and there is a flood watch out, so watch out for low-lying areas. Other than that, we're not looking for severe weather in Kentucky at all tonight.
Yeah, so it would be a good night to sleep. Virginia White's watching us over on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. She says, thanks for your insight. I wish I could have these models, but Mark, what was it you showed me in there just a little while ago? Do you remember?
I was just showing you, that was the, should have been the 12Z for the GFS.
Gerald's on with us, says, hello, Thunder Snow Buddies. I hope everyone's well. Bring on the snow. That's Blackheart 502, Gerald Mad. Plinkin Eden says, thank you, David Mark. And Kayla, well, hopefully we've answered your question good. Cassie Campbell says, how bad is the storm going to be for Todd tonight? I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be bad at all for the storms tonight. Not for our area. Now, down in Tennessee, it's a little bit different story. It's going to be a little stronger the further south you go. Autumn Boyd says the same thing. How's Hopkinsville looking tonight? Thanks, David. And again, I don't see anything severe for us tonight. We get some heavy rain, and it's going to sound a lot worse than what it is. We may get some heavy, more of a strong storm or so, but even that doesn't look like it's a likelihood, to be honest with you. Do you think,
No,
Mark?
not really. Not really. We're looking at just mostly just possibility of heavy rain
Right.
as it goes through the night. So, and that can sound really, nasty when it comes down, but if it's heavy rain, unless it's got a lot of wind or something with it, it shouldn't bother anyone too much, except for the flooding potential.
Right. So we're back on our radar, and this is kind of what the current radar shot is. Let's see if I've got a camera over here. I don't know if this one is active or not. It is not. All right, let's try Union City, Tennessee, see if that camera is active. It is up, and they got some rain coming down because it's got the lens rained on, moisture on it. But you see traffic's moving fairly smoothly, so not a lot to be concerned about there. It's 64 degrees. And let's see, let's go down here to some of these little stronger areas. Humboldt, Tennessee. Yeah, it's raining there, but again, I don't see anything too
Some
bad in it.
heavier rain off to the back there behind
Yeah,
it.
right there. Yeah, sure is. 61 degrees there. Let's go down here to Memphis, where they're getting some really heavy rain. Let's look at here at South Haven, Mississippi. Otis Branch, Mississippi City Hall. And
Yeah, Olive Branch.
Olive Branch, okay. And it is raining pretty good there. But
Yeah.
again, nothing strong or severe. 61
And again,
degrees.
they got a nice, pretty Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Here's one. This is Simons Bank Liberty Stadium. This is in Knox, Memphis. Now, I haven't seen this one, I don't think, Mark. Is this a new camera?
It's fairly new. We haven't seen it very much before.
Yeah. It's
That's
raining.
a good shot, though.
Yeah, it's
Boy, it's
raining.
raining good there.
If they just angle that camera down a little bit lower, we'd be able to watch the games. 63 degrees. Let's see here. Might as well go on down here and look at some of this stuff down here a little bit. This severe thunderstorm down here in northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, southeastern Arkansas, that is. So down here is where the bad weather is, and you can see the tornado warnings right here and down here. Again, it's all pretty heavy, but all that stuff's going to be off to our south, so I don't see anything to be too concerned about for us at this time.
No, as I said, or as we were saying, just mostly the rain and the possibility of some creeks getting out of their banks, rivers getting out of their banks a little bit. Low-lying areas that are prone to flooding, watch out. And if you see any water across the road, please don't drive through it.
Yeah, I do want to ask you all, too, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it would be very nice of you to do that. It would help us to be able to continue to provide you the technology we're using to bring this information to you. And I'm kind of excited for when we do get our first winter storm, because I'm going to try to have some special features up for that. And see how you like that. Let's see here. I'm going to try this localized radar. I'm not having much luck with it, I don't guess. I don't even look. Oh, I see why. Hold on a minute. Let me fix this. Here we go. Now we can see it a little better. This is more of a localized radar for showing what's going on down here. These storms, they're moving north. And let's see, they should arrive here. Well, it's...
It's 3:30 now, so they're expected to start moving into the area by around 6 p.m.
Yeah, so that's pretty well on target. So
for those of you down in Tennessee, they're moving into you right now.
Yeah, Paris, you're going to be getting it here shortly. UT Martin back in Union City. Clarksville, you'll be getting it probably about, I'd say, a couple of hours before it gets to them. These aren't moving very fast. Let's see what they look like. Yeah, moving fast enough, though. Let me see if I can get, let's see here. I don't know if I can get anything any closer. That's the Hopkinsville side. Let's try the Paducah, because sometimes it's a little bit further away, but also it would, there it is right there. Come on here. There's the Paducah radar. And, of course, it can see a little bit better than Hopkinsville because of the way Hopkinsville is tuned. But you can see, yeah, it's coming down pretty good. Let's look back at these cameras back here. Crockett EMA in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Just, again, heavy rain is all I see so far.
Hey, Dave, I want to take a second. I noticed she's coming to chat. Donna Lord is in chat.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Donna.
Oh, it's her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, if you see Donna, give her a good whooping and tell her we all said happy birthday. Donna Lord. She's one of our staff members here. She's our support staff. Does a good job, too.
Yes, indeed.
So we're glad to have her on board with us. Bobby Moore says, thanks for all you do. Cassie Campbell, can y'all show the weather for tonight? Well, basically, you're looking at what's coming in for tonight on the radar here. This rain is going to move up over us. It's moving mainly north to northeast, so it will overcome the Hopkinsville area, overspread the whole western part of the state.
Yes, indeed.
And points eastward as time goes on. So it will be a rainy night, and you'll see it will be a night to just sleep in and enjoy the rainfall coming down. Chris Beecham says, good afternoon, Thunder Buddies. Hey, Chris. Tom Mattis says, we got all of our equipment ready to plow. Keep us updated. Tom, I will. And, this is going to be – I'm serious. Mark, I've got to show him that run if we can find it.
It was a GFS 12Z.
All right. Well, let me go back over here. Well,
on Tropical Tidbits.
You talk to him while I go in and find it.
Yeah, what we were looking at is it shows one storm that's got a pretty good amount of snow on the backside, probably be the heaviest snow that we would get. And then just like within 24 hours later, we have another system come through that gives us another shot of snow. So as we get into January, we're definitely going to be colder and we're definitely going to be snowier. We see the 540 line move well south of us, which you've heard us talk about before. The 540 line is 5,400 meters, and that's the distance between 500 millibars and 850 millibars. And that thickness tells us how the distance between those two tells us how dense the area is, how cold the area is. And as that cold settles in, that's what tells us when we have a better chance of snow and freezing temperatures at the surface.
Well, I'm still not seeing the one you showed me earlier. I don't know if this is the 12Z of the 28th.
12Z of the 28th. That's the one I'm looking at.
All right, let me just back up here.
Yeah, you have to go out to about 210 hours. To see what we were looking at initially.
Let me go ahead and go on over to let them see what we're looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty good storm, and you see it shows rain to the east of us. Ignore that part. The important part you see is there is snow on the backside. We back it up, see if I can get a little bit better. See that?
Yeah, go over. You're not, because I'm not seeing your thickness lines on there, Dave.
Okay.
You go over there. You go over to the area where it says precip and moisture.
Precip and moisture. Okay.
Yeah. And then look at MSLP and precip, rain frozen.
There we go. That's right. That's better. And go up to where? MSLP and PWAT?
MSLP and precip, rain frozen. On up.
Right here.
That one. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is more like it. Finally.
There we go.
I said, I know I'm not imagining this thing. I had everybody at home believing, oh, you're going to see something. No, we didn't. So here we go. Yep. So this is January 5th. You can see we got a pretty good snowstorm coming up behind us. Let me...
pretty good little shot of rain right in front of it, too.
Absolutely. So as we advance this, look at there. Right over western Kentucky, central Kentucky. Looks like, well, heavy to moderate snow traipsing off as you get back towards the Mississippi River. This is at midnight on January 6th. And as we move forward, it kind of gets on out of here. We're going to follow it on through. You can see where the 540 line is right here. This is what we were missing a while ago. I'm sorry, folks. I sometimes don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so it gets cold. You can see here's the 540 line well down here into central Mississippi and continuing to drop south. Keep an eye on these things back here in the northwesterly flow. Here we go. And this is the 7th.
There's several little clippers kind of indicating to be in there.
Right.
And there's one that actually shows another good shot of snow around the 10th.
We're headed that way. Here it comes. There it is. So this is on January 10th at 6 a.m. Would be expect to be snowing pretty much all over the state of Kentucky. And it looks like it'll go on for a little while. This is a 6-hour increments from time it moves from one place to another. So probably still have a little snow going on at that time, even on the 10th. And, we go on out here. Wow, look how cold. This cold goes all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico, northern Florida, all of it. And then a big snowstorm up along the coast. Look at that. So, yeah, I knew I wasn't lying to you guys. I hope you didn't think I was, because I was getting worried for a minute there. I said, I know I saw it. But, so I just didn't have the thing set up right. But I'm going to go back through and play it back again. There's the 10th. That's one. And there's the biggie. This is on the 6th. It looks like about midnight from the 6th going into the 7th. And really, it starts at 6 p.m. on the 5th. I wouldn't be surprised if this area of snow don't expand eastward and southward.
Southward.
Yeah, thank you. And let's see here. Let's go on back a little bit more to where we are now. It's done got off that, hadn't it? I don't see the 540 line on here again.
What did you do?
I don't know. You know how this thing is sometimes. My fingers don't want to. So let's go back here. I'm going to reset it up there. And now that I know what I'm doing.
On up.
There it is.
There you go.
Now we're back. So this is on the 4th. And so this is 4 days after Wednesday. It'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This will be next Sunday, a week from tomorrow. Yeah. We'll see the cold all the way down here into central Mississippi and central Alabama. Backing on up. It actually looks like it's going to get cold on the 2nd.
Yeah, it's not going to be much past that. Let's see.
Here's the first.
Right now they're calling for the high here to be around 43 on New Year's Day itself.
Yeah. Well, so folks, all I can tell you is it's coming. Donna, I appreciate your remark there. It's very nice of you. Oh, my goodness. Cora Robertson Duncan says, hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. And she says she's not ready for the cold. Burr. And, yeah, you're right. Linda McElrest says she's got her de-icing, salt, and snow shovel ready.
Yeah.
And you're going to probably need it before all this is said and done. Let me see here. Who have I missed? Here we go. Yeah, I got it. Okay, looks like Donna says, thank you so very much. I'm at home, so sorry no one will see me out today. Well, anyway, happy birthday, Donna. We're glad to see you. Blackheart 502 says, milk and bread alert. Not yet. Don't call that. Everybody will jump out and start buying all the milk and bread in the place. No, but I would say, I would bet you that by the 6th, the run will be on for the stores. So just we'll see.
Plan accordingly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Accordingly.
So now I finally was able to show you guys that. It makes me feel a whole lot better. Now I can breathe a little better. But you know what? Let's go to Zoom Earth. Let's see what they're saying. And here is the live satellite. Let me go back in here a little bit and make sure it's live, most recent. Not quite. Here we go. 3:20, I think. What time is it now? 3:40?
3:40, yeah.
Well, 3:20 is the most recent we've got. For some reason, it's running a little behind. But you can see this big area of storms right here. And they're generally moving northeast. And this area right here is kind of staying to the south. So nothing too much to worry about for us. As you look back here, here's some more big weather coming in. And what I want to do, there's that twirl in the atmosphere. Let's look at the wind fields, and we can probably see that right there. That's a pretty good storm there, too. And look at this one up here in the Gulf of Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And where's our pollution low is right there.
Yeah.
I would say that's it. Wouldn't you, Mark, right here?
Probably. It wanders around, around where It's just always somewhere in the vicinity of the Aleutians there.
I'm sorry I had to have a drink of my good old cherry slush that my brother Mark brought in with me. Mermaid Cake says, "Hey, Thunder Buddies. So if ever everyone saw that glow in the north, you know whose yard that was, and that's Mermaid Cake's Jessica Madden, our good friend. If you look back here, though, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 storms waiting in the wings to come ashore. Maybe even 5. See, if we count that one, there's 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
That's a trough. 4, 5, 6 storms waiting in the wings. So there's not going to be any shortage of storms as they come in. And then if you look at the cold temperatures, look at this. Woo. Up here in Alaska, it is continuing to be extremely cold. They're well below zero now all through a good part of Alaska. But you know what I'm noticing too is Greenland is really cold. 50 degrees, 52 below zero right there. When this gets a blocking pattern, we're going to get colder, and that's exactly what happened. Remember we talked about the sudden stratospheric warming event that occurred when I was on last, occurred a few days prior to that. And I said that in 10 days approximately, the polar vortex would drop cold air down into us. It has been close. I think we got about, well, obviously by the second we will start feeling the effects of that as that polar vortex air, Arctic air, starts arriving. And you're gonna see it, and you're gonna know it too. It's not gonna. Arctic air feels unlike any other kind of air that you ever feel. Don't you think so?
Yeah, it's almost a brittle dryness,
right,
that goes with it. But Arctic air also usually brings some kind of wind with it, so that doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't. So all I can tell you guys, just be ready for this. It is coming. We're going to do another update, I guess, tomorrow, right? And maybe then we'll look at.
Yep.
It'll probably be a little bit later than what we did today, but it won't be too much later. But maybe we'll have more runs of the Model N where we'll have updated by that time, and we can get even better.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have tomorrow's 18Z run in by then.
Yeah, so maybe we can get an even better look at that snow potential that's on out there. Again, I'm not saying it's certainly going to do it, but I can tell you that these models, as you know, have been consistent over the last, 2 or 3 times we've been on. They have showed that for quite a while. So that usually is a sign that it's coming. If you get it once, then it disappears and comes back again and disappears. You say, well, maybe. But this has been consistent in showing it for quite a while now.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Hey, Scott
Boyd's
Boyd's
trying
on.
to get the timing down for everything.
Yeah, that's true. Scott Boyd's on says, Happy New Year, guys. Looking forward to all your weather coverage in 2025. Let's just bypass all this cold that's on the way and move right on to spring weather. One can dream. Unfortunately, that spring weather may not be
very much fun.
Yeah, that won't be fun at all, because what I've seen, as you know, in my winter outlook, I talked about what January is going to be like, and it's almost exactly what I said.
Yeah, it's teeing up to be exactly what was forecast.
So the other thing, though, is it also said that by mid-March, winter will relax, and then we got severe weather to look forward to. And I think that is going to be a bigger severe period than what we've seen in a while. So anyway, but I do want to remind you all, if you do have severe weather coming, you need to be prepared. So take a look at this. What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South storm shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. And we also want to remind you to visit Michael Vance Contract and Roofing, 270-707-ROOF. If you have any kind of roofing issue whatsoever, give Michael a call. He will not charge you to talk to you. And you need to make sure your roofing is good before we go into all this heavy weather. So he won't charge you to talk to you. Give him a call at 270-707-ROOF. He also owns Lakeside Campground Marina, and there's the website. Visit lakesidecampground.com. And I don't want to forget our good friend, Katie Moyer over at Kentucky Hemp Works. That girl, she is a dynamo. She is working all the time. I swear, somebody got to tie her down. She's going to work herself silly. But anyway, this time of year when it gets raw out there and you need something for your aches and pains, take a look at this. Anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky Hemp Works Hemp Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions and helps with preventing chapped lips. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut it off. My finger got quick on the button. You can find that hemp salve and everything at the online store at dpww.shop. I will tell you, we're in the process of changing this out completely. It will be done within the next week or so, I think. And you'll be able to get shirts and all kinds of things. And the site is going to change to, was it weatherandwisdom.shop or?
Shopweatherandwisdom.com.
Shopweatherandwisdom.com is what the site will be. It's not there yet, but it will be soon. And we're going to marry this product that's in this store over to that one. Got to figure out how to do that, though. So it's coming. Just want to let you guys know that's something that I hope you will enjoy. And anyway, I think you're going to like the shirts that's going to be on there. I've seen some. They're impressive. I'm going to have to order my own shirt from the online store. Okay. Lisa Taylor says, Happy New Year. Thanks for your service. Thank you, Lisa. Mary Vover says it was 50 today, but I'm ready for cold and snow. That's expected between January 4th and around the 15th. And she's right about that.
Yeah, Mary, it was in the 60s here today.
It's hard to believe. Allegra Pace. Hi, David Mark. Happy New Year to both of you. I so appreciate all you guys do. Allegra, I appreciate you, girl. You've been a fan of mine for a long time, and I would be, if I didn't see you, I'd be all crying and everything, worried about you. I had to send somebody to check on you. But anyway, thanks so much. Let's see here. Tammy Noel Buckner said, what did she say? I'm finding it. Where is it? Well, I lost it on the other screen. Let me see if I can get it back on this one. Well, she said something. I can't find what it was she said here. It's not on the other screen. Here we go. I'm hearing my feedback now.
We got it.
Okay.
I got it cleared.
Okay, good. Mary Vorvich says, good grief, it was warm. And Judy Walton Newton says, hey, y'all. Hi, Judy. I'm glad to see you back on with us. I do want to remind you, please join the tribe and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, but it does help us an awful lot. Every single subscriber is important to us. You might say, well, I hate to give my email address. You're not going to ever hear from YouTube via email. That's what they require to make sure that you're a real person when you subscribe, so that they keep the figures correct. But they don't cost you nothing. They won't contact you. You'll just be able to subscribe to not only our channel, but any other channel on there that you want to. Once you have it subscribed to one, you can subscribe to anybody. So it's good. In your benefit, it'll be good for you and save you a lot of problems, but it really will help us. So I would appreciate it if you just subscribe and be sure and hit like. And anyway, Mark, we've been on for about going on an hour. Let's do a recap real quick for everyone.
All right. Well, tonight for our area up here north of the Tennessee border, or north of the Tennessee-Alabama border and down in that area, we stand a slight chance for some, maybe a severe storm or two, but mostly we're just looking at heavy rain. Same thing for up here in Kentucky. We're just looking for heavy rain through the evening. We are under a flood watch for tonight until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning in our area. So if you're out and about, watch for the heavy rain. Watch out and make sure you don't drive through any standing water or water on the roads that's across the roadway. Turn around, don't drown. And other than that, we should be fine. We are starting into the week for New Year's, and we'll be looking at a little bit more rain around New Year's. But beyond that, we're just going to start to turn colder.
much colder, as a matter of fact. And
Hmm.
we do have, according to the models, and I showed those to you when I finally got my models all straightened out, but it does show a pretty good chance for snow on the overnight from the 5th through the 6th and 7th, and then again on the 10th. And I think there's a couple of other mixed in there, but the thing of it is, the models don't take into consideration the northwesterly flow very much. When you have those little Alberta clippers coming through, they're small and fast moving, so models don't pick them up real well. So we'll see how that plays out. Susie Foster says, so happy to see you and Mark. I keep missing you all. Susie, yeah, I miss you too. You got to get on here with us more often. Shirley Farmer Cherry says, hey. Hi, Shirley. She's watching us over on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. And I know, let's see here. I know my sister's probably watching us. We've got a lot of folks that are watching us that are not showing up in chat, but feel free to chat with us. I love talking to you guys. It means a lot. Donna says, thanks, have a good night. I'm having chuck roast with potatoes tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. She got to start food.
Yeah.
Stephanie Roke says, hi, guys. Hi, Stephanie. I'm glad you joined us. And do any of you have any questions you want to ask before we call it an evening? I would love to talk to you. If you have questions, feel free to post it on here or chat with me, and I will be glad to talk to you. Actually look forward to it. So I'm going to give you guys time to keep chatting. This earphone itches my ear. Okay, I might. Rachel Baskerville says, hey, David Mark. See here. Stephanie Rook says, what's it look like for us? Susan Wade Parsons says, hey, thanks for keeping us updated. Chelsea Reese says she's cooking chicken Alfredo lasagna. Oh, my gosh, that woman can cook, too. I mean.
Yeah, we're going to have to get off here. I'm starting to get
I
hungry.
know. Me, too. Sheila Atwood Blackburn says, my car was reading 65 degrees in Fredonia, and I would not be surprised. Linda Brandon says hello. Stephanie Roke says, go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Stephanie, don't worry. That is down south. That's where the severe weather is going to be staying, probably across Louisiana, Mississippi, and into the edge of Alabama through the evening and overnight hours. Up our area, all we're going to get is rain, maybe a little breezy, maybe some thunder and lightning in it, but mostly all we're going to get is rain. And there is a flood watch out till 9 o'clock in the morning.
Fancy at 51 says, hello, Mark and Dave, and I'm glad to see you on here as well, Fancy. Gina Haddock, David, how does Hopkinsville look? Just got on here. So we're going to go ahead and give another update here in just a moment. Let me say hello to everyone. There's my sister. She says, I'm here. That's Sheila Meadows. Ginger Putman says, any severe weather for Hopkins County? No. To be quick to the point, Ginger, I think you're going to be good for tonight. Same for you too, Sheila, over in Franklin area. Chelsea Reese says, Eli says he missed y'all. Glad he got to see you. He did such a good job on that greetings. Didn't you think so?
He did.
You had
all
to
the people who came in and gave a greeting for us, y'all did fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Judy Walton Newton says, so we're getting snow next week. Well, that's what the models show. That would be around the 5th and 6th. I'd start looking for it. I'm sure we'll be updating before then too anyway, so you'll know for sure. Indeed. Stephanie
East Tennessee tonight, not really looking for too much in the way of severe weather or anything. You're just going to start getting wet just like we are.
Yeah. Bonnie Rudolph Sykes says, hello, happy new year. Hi, Bonnie. Lisa Taylor says, it looks like rain here in Adairville. It does. It's been looking like rain, though, here all day, to tell you the truth. All I've been seeing, though, is a little bit of drizzle, little droplets here and there, but really nothing too bad. Nancy Williams Turney says, hey, from Franklin. Hey, Nancy. She's over around where my sister lives at Franklin, and that's also a place where I lived for quite a while. Elizabeth Wyatt says, working national outside, what should I prepare for? Yeah, Mark, let's address that a little bit.
Okay, Nashville, you are in the edge. You are under a marginal risk for severe weather this evening. For the most part, we do see some storms and heavy rain moving in toward the Nashville area. So be ready if you're working outdoors to deal with that. Maybe some gusty winds from a storm, but it's going to be a wet, as the saying goes, it's going to be a dark and stormy night for Nashville.
Yeah, and Rudolph's nose always shines bright. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it. Okay, let's see here. Stephanie Roach says it was cute. I'm not sure what she's talking about. I'm not even going to go there. But Chelsea Reese says, "Welcome to Kentucky, where we have
all the Christmas greetings." That's what she's talking about.
yeah. Well, I hate that I had problems and couldn't completely finish it, but I'm going to finish it now. We're going to air it again. We're going to have the Happy New Year thing at the end too. So we wish that'll be our
Eli. She's saying Eli was cute.
Yeah. Eli was cute. He spoke with the best of them. Hi, I'm Eli. Happy New Year. I just loved it. Yeah, it was really nice. So if you missed that, you're going to take it in. And, of course, Santa had too much of Jessica Madden's eggnog, and he wrecked his sleigh, and we got to see that. And V.I. Reyes says, good afternoon. How about Elton, Kentucky? Mark?
Elton, you're going to be in the same boat as everyone else. We are going to get rain. We are under a flood watch until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So it's just going to be rain through the night, and just watch out for the low-lying areas.
Fancy at 51 says, thank you. We don't need anything else here because we're still trying to recover from Helene. I-40 washed out again. Where are you, Fancy? What part of the country are you in? That'd be interesting to know. We can actually look at that. In fact, we'll go over and look at Irwin, Tennessee.
She was the one asking about what East Tennessee was going to look like.
Yeah, let's go here and look at, let's see here.
A little bit on over. There you go.
Well, this is Irwin, Tennessee from Pinnacle Tower. It's up on one of the mountains, watches out for forest fires. And this place was actually hit pretty hard by the flooding. You see traffic is moving along the interstate there pretty good. But look at these clouds up hanging around the mountains. It's pretty neat looking, isn't it?
It is. It's always a pretty shot over there, but when the clouds are kind of hugging the mountaintops, it just is really kind of neat.
Yeah, it is. So looks like right now they're doing pretty good. Rain will be moving in, but it's only 55 degrees up there on that mountaintop. Let's see. I don't see Burnsville back up yet. Yeah, there it is. But no camera, I don't think. Yeah, 53 degrees, but they don't have their camera up. So maybe they got some issues with that, but hopefully they'll get it back up soon. So they move back west towards Nashville. And Tammy Tatum wants to know about the North Pole. I don't know why you should worry about that, because that's not where your present's coming from. I'm kidding.
Cold with a chance of widely scattered reindeer.
It is below zero there. I can tell you it's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40 degrees below zero at the North Pole right now. And we are seeing that cross-polar flow develop, and that's going to help that cold air that's on the other side of the globe move over into North America continent and reinforce the cold that's over in Greenland. And it's just going to keep that polar vortex recharged. We'll see how this plays out, because it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting January. It's also going to be an interesting February. So we haven't really talked much about February, but we'll see. We'll talk about that as it gets a little closer. Dave said,
Fancy at 51, you are going to have a wet night. Your precip chances go up as the night goes on to between 60 and 90%. So you're going to be in this rain as it comes through too. You're not going to see a real clearing of it till Sunday night.
Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. You feel free to let us know anytime you need some kind of weather information. We will find some way to get it for you. If we don't know it, we will find a way to get it. So anyway, Dave said he didn't realize Eli was that young. Yeah, he's 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 been a fan ever since he was, I think, 3 years old. And so we've had several times he's come by the studio a time or two. We've enjoyed having him. And we enjoyed having him in those Christmas greetings. And like I said, we're going to play that again, probably on our Wednesday.
On our Wednesday update on
New Year's Day. Yeah, and we're going to have Santa there at the end with music, and then you're going to see a Happy New Year thing coming up, and we're going to wish all of you Happy New Year. And anyway, so it'll be interesting to see it again. I think you'll like it even better. Let's see here. Helly Blankenship, when is the severe weather supposed to impact the Hopkinsville region? Don't see it impacting us at all, to tell you the truth.
No, the severe weather is going to be all to the south, mostly south of the Tennessee-Alabama border
Right.
and Tennessee-Mississippi border. And for us up this way, we're just expecting rain through the night and in the overnight hours. We do have a flood watch out, and so watch out for the low-lying areas, but we're not expecting anything really severe.
Fancy 51 says, got grandkids in Valdosta, Georgia, and family in Birmingham, Alabama. Are they in the clear? Mark, you probably need to answer that one for her.
They're probably outside. Let me double check real quick where that.
Let me call up all the multiple radars and get the whole picture
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where Valdosta is. I've heard of it, but I can't place it.
Yeah, for tonight, Georgia for the most part is in the is this isn't going to get to Georgia tonight. They're kind of in the marginal toward the early morning hours, but beyond that, Valdosta, Georgia. I know where Valdosta
Yeah, I
is.
found it. It's just
And,
below, just above the Florida state line.
Mm-hmm. They're just in general thunderstorms mostly for the night. Tomorrow, that is another story. They are kind of in a slight risk for severe weather, but the most concentrated area for tornadoes is going to be up in the central South Carolina area.
And in Birmingham, let's go back and look at that, because I think that was a little bit more. They're getting some pretty heavy rains right now, but
Yeah,
nothing's-
they are in the edge of all this stuff. But again, I think it's going to be probably a little to the south of them.
Yeah, I think so too. And so, yeah, I'm happy to tell you, Fancy, it does look like they're going to be okay in that area. Judy Walton Newton says, is it bad in Kalamazoo, Michigan? Well, I tell you what, we can go up here and look at it real quick, and I can tell you. I know Mary Vorvis is on here. She could probably tell you. I don't know, she's, how far is she from Kalamazoo? Do you remember?
I don't know. I think we've got a camera there in Kalamazoo.
Well, let's look. There's what it looks like in Kalamazoo, Michigan right now. It's a live camera. No snow on the ground. Looks like fairly partly cloudy. That'd be partly sunny skies because there's more clouds than sun, so it's partly sunny. And partly cloudy is there's more sun than clouds. It doesn't fit right though, does it? But that's the truth. And it is 46 degrees there in Kalamazoo. So chilly, but it does look like it's a pretty decent little place. Let's look up here at St. Clair's Shores. Oh, I got to go in here and get rid of that buoy. And there's the lake, St. Clair. And you can see the boats here in the docks and stuff. But again, I don't see any snow on the ground. So pretty much everybody is snow free for a while. It won't last long though, so you can get ready.
Yeah. Patricia Williams says hello.
Hi, Patricia. And then let's see here. Matthew Clarity said, have y'all seen the reports on the tornadoes in Mississippi and Texas? Mark?
We've been a little busy watching up this way. I haven't really seen the reports on them. I know they have had plenty of warnings down that way.
Let's go in here where we got a warning right here. I don't know if this is a camera, what this is here.
It's about 3 miles away from you.
Yeah, well, the lowering's right in front of me here. You can see it. It's coming right at me, the lowering.
Well, he's evidently looking at, I lost him. Here we go. He's up here in this tornado warned area. Let me see if I can bring him back on and turn his audio down.
In fact, I might be getting ready to produce right here.
Further north, this road does, instead of going northeast, go due north.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go east on 20 at this point.
Well, they're looking at a lowering of the clouds right there, a potential tornado starting to form there near Delhi, Louisiana.
Wall cloud. That don't look 3 miles away from you.
You don't have to worry about any hail at all. It's just rotation. So you
There we go. We got the audio muted. Well, better. They need to. Of course, they know how to be careful and watch out for that area. But I did want to show you guys that there are chasers and storm interceptors out in these areas where the tornadoes are supposedly forming. They're looking at this area right in here where they're currently located. They've got a lowering of the clouds, which is also not a good sign. And let's see what else we got here.
So far today, just today, there's been 8 tornado reports, mostly in Texas and in one in Louisiana, 10 wind reports, 1 of high winds, which is greater than 65, and 8 hail reports. And there's a couple of those that are up in southern Arkansas. Most of them were down in Louisiana and Texas.
Yeah, somebody's getting over into Mississippi as well. This is tornado warned area in Mississippi, and another one down here around Clinton. I believe Clinton's actually, that's in Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're down in this area, you certainly need to be aware of it. Get back up here into our area. It's much calmer. We can see the rain starting to move in closer and closer. Clarksville's starting to get a few showers now. And as it keeps moving northeast, it should be into the Hopkinsville, Oak Grove area, Murray area. I'd say within the next hour or so anyway, Mark, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, probably so. And well, like I said, once the rain settles in, it's probably going to be here through the night and into tomorrow morning. So just enjoy the rain on the roof and stay at home if you can.
Yeah, Tammy Tatum says one has passed away in Houston watching Weather Channel. Why? Anyway, Linda McElrath says, thank you so much, David Mark, for your weather reports and just for being really great guys. See you later. Thank you, Linda. You're so nice. She's been a good friend and a fan on here for quite some time. Thanks, Linda. Take care of yourself, and we'll probably see you Sunday. Patricia Williams, lots of coverage down there. Glad y'all are on in our area as well.
Yeah.
We
just, we wanted to come on and everybody's hearing about severe weather. We wanted to let your minds be put at ease a little bit that we're not really going to be getting anything like that. We're just going to be getting good and wet again.
Yeah. I do wish, let me see while you're talking to him, see if I can get the National Weather Service graphics up on hang on just a second. Stall him, Mark, stall him.
Oh, goodness. Did everyone have a good Christmas, and is everyone looking forward to a good New Year's? We had a nice Christmas. The grandkids got lots of presents, and I'm looking forward to a nice, quiet New Year as much as possible.
Okay. I think I got it ready to go. Hold on just a moment longer. And we're going to show you the areas that are under the flash flood watch. So here we go. Okay, this is from the National Weather Service in Paducah. And you can see the areas in the dark green are under a flash flood watch. I don't know if I know it's a 70% chance of rain tonight. But this is also over here. It's a special weather statement. I guess we ought to click on that and see what it's talking. That's coming out of the Louisville office.
Yeah.
Special weather statement is gusty winds late tonight into Sunday. Strong area of low pressure passing through the region will bring gusty winds late tonight to much of the day Sunday. Wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour can be expected, with some stronger gusts possible, especially Sunday afternoon, from southern Indiana to the Kentucky Bluegrass region. So that's good to keep in mind. And that is issued out of the Louisville National Weather Service office. and you can see that they pretty well got 100% chance of rain. Now, like I said, this is dark green area right here is in the flash flood. This is where we're expecting the heaviest amount of rain overnight tonight, and they're saying 1 to maybe as much as 3 inches in certain areas, so just be aware of that. So let's go ahead and go back to our radar, and I don't really see anything too bad. I did notice though, let me go back to the single site because I saw some stronger storms moving here just into far western Kentucky. These are a little bit stronger than the others.
Right.
A little bit of a line there. Let's go ahead and put it in motion, see exactly what the movement is on it. Yeah, it's moving pretty well north, so it's probably not going to affect much of Kentucky. Just thought I'd bring that out to your attention. But some of these down here are a little bit stronger as well, heading towards Hopkinsville.
Mm-hmm.
I think these little blue squares are 15 minutes in time. So it's 15, 30, 45, 1 hour. So about an hour and 15 minutes, they should be in the Hopkinsville area, at least from where this little icon is right here.
Right.
So actually, they'll be here before then. They should be here in about 30, 45 minutes now. So anyway, Tammy Tatum says at least 1 died in a tornado in Houston. That's terrible, just terrible. Patricia Fuller's leaving us, said thanks for all the info. See y'all tomorrow, and we will see you then. Connie Cancer says looking forward to a new year for sure. Yeah, me too. It has been a heck of a year.
It has.
We've been through a lot. Patricia Bilal says, can we talk about the upcoming snow? Okay, Mark, I'm going to let you take it. I'm about to lose my voice.
Stephanie wrote, no, there's none of the storms that are coming towards Clarksville are severe at this time. Probably won't be. They just may give a little good rumble of thunder and a little bit of a gust of wind. Definitely bring you some heavy rain. As far as we are going to be looking at colder air pushing in as we get just past New Year's and on into January. And we have at least 2 occasions there around the maybe the 5th, 6th, and then again around the 10th, and then maybe one beyond that where we do have a chance for some snow. So, right now the models keep showing persistently right in those time frames that there's a chance for some snow to come into the area. And it varies depending on when they run the model and which model we're looking at as to how much we might get then. And predicting how much snow we're going to get is very difficult. Predicting that we're going to get snow a lot of times can be very difficult.
Yeah.
But we're still way too far out to be saying exactly how much we're going to get from them.
And Chelsea Reese wants to know if we're going to be off tomorrow or on. We're going to be on tomorrow, Chelsea.
We will be on tomorrow. We'll do our regular update tomorrow. We just came on this evening to put everyone's mind at ease about the chance for severe weather tonight.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of questions on the Weather and Wisdom Facebook page and everything. I just felt like it was something we need to do. Stephanie Rogue says, snow over this any day.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. But anyway, so that's about all I've got. Mark, you have any last minute things you want to say?
Again, watch out if you're out and about tonight for the heavy rain and any flooding that happens and any water across the roads. Remember, turn around, don't drown.
That sounded like good advice to me. And I guess we're going to get on off here because my belly growling and I'm hungry. And so anyway, I just want to tell you all, thank you for joining us. Be sure to subscribe if you don't mind. We sure do need the subscriptions, and it helps us to be able to carry on this project that we're doing for you all. Stephanie says, thank you for calming her nerves, and I'm glad to do it, Stephanie. I promise you guys, if there were anything serious, we would be on here and be on it big time and not let you down. We will be here. So, but thanks for joining us, and we're going to look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll have maybe another update on the snow potential as it gets in here. It's going to be interesting to see. I can promise you January is going to be unlike December. much more winter-like than December is. In fact, I don't know that we'll even see a mid-January thaw like we usually do. So we'll see. But anyway, with that, thank you all very much, and I'll see you. Well, if I don't see you here, I'll see you here.
Bye, everyone.